This was the asset allocation metrics which came in the Mint newspaper recently. I'm sure you guys must have seen it. It was also in the social media a lot. It was circulated a lot. Did you guys check this? So what it shows is in different years what has done well. And it shows that 2021 the small cap did well, then mid cap, international, large cap, gold was underperformer. Similarly for different years, right? And so one common mix, one common learning which we have, or the mental model which we have, is that it's impossible to predict that which one will do well, right? And so it's better to diversify. It's better to put money in everything. Maybe some years the small cap will do well, some years the international will do well, some years the debt will do well, some years gold will do well. And a lot of fund houses have come out with the products, and with a mix of gold, international, debt, equity, rather than trying to be specific. And when we do the asset allocation, that's what we also try to do, isn't it? Now, one learning which I had with this professor from Princeton is that yes, this chart is interesting, but if you will look at longer term return of different asset classes, then there will be few asset classes which will do much better. And so, for example, let's say if you talk about the Nifty 50 in the last 10 years has given around 14-15% CAGR return. The mid cap and small cap has given 27% CAGR. There's a huge gap. So he was saying that I'm comfortable with the risk. I know that in long term the small cap and mid cap is going to do well, and I want to have a excuse me. I want to have concentrated bet on these asset classes. Why should I diversify too much and reduce the return? See, one simple thing is diversification, by the way, is good for advisors. Okay, and because when you have allocated your clients' money in all the asset classes or the top asset classes, there will be never a situation where you're at the bottom. You will always deliver average return, because something will go down, something will go up, and you can always go and answer to client in a given year. Let's say let's say in 2022 equity doesn't do well, the gold does well. You can always say, sir, dekho, we have gold also in the portfolio. So diversification is a lot of time good for the advisors, but from an investor perspective, it also talks about, if you over diversify, it talks about the ignorance, so the best investment will be something if you pick up, let's say, a single stock and it gives, the highest return. There's a bull rally in that. Okay. But there's always a risk, and that it may not do as well. And so we try to diversify as much. So he said that we need to do enough research and try to look at, rather than over diversifying, pick up bets where you are comfortable and where you think the wealth creation is going to happen. So a lot of the stock pickers, if you look at the portfolio, a lot of time they are invested in the small caps, or a lot of time they invested in the tech stocks, and that's where they end up making phenomenal return. So rather than trying to deliver average return, one should also sometimes take bets where you are comfortable with and you feel that it will do well.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.